All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? Matthew, my real life TV 505, and just wanted to come and holler at the world and say a few things. I know last time y'all heard from me, I had some things to say comparing the flu to the coronavirus. I just want to put it out there that it was never my intentions to offend anybody or hurt anybody. It was just simply trying to get some information out there, and I guess I just used the wrong choice of words when I was speaking. I didn't mean to say for you not to fear what's happening. I guess more or less I should have rephrased it to say as to not to panic with what's going on right now, not to freak out, just to um, basically, don't be afraid, man. It's gonna be all right. Just take the proper precautions. Don't panic. Take care of your family. Don't be nasty. Wash your hands. There's basic stuff, typical stuff, just to protect you and your family. There's no reason to go overboard though and start freaking out on people and fighting with one another and trying to prove who's right, who's wrong. I know that 50% of people had to agree with what I said and 50% didn't, and that's perfectly fine. All I was basically doing was stating my opinion. And opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Some people's cases they got two when they sit on when they speak out of. And I can be guilty of that from times. But my whole point in my channel is that life is short anyways as it is. You can die. My point is you can die from anything. I've almost died several times for several different things for several different reasons. And so take the time to speak your opinion. Take the time to hear others' opinions and respect that. Just because you don't believe in it doesn't mean that you don't have to respect it. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a thought. Everybody has feelings. Everybody feels differently and has different emotions when it comes to situations like this that affect our entire globe and our entire world and impact our lives so heavily. Out here in Albuquerque, they passed an um, emergency law where they can, they shut down restaurants and certain businesses, things that are not necessity. You could still get delivery and curbside and stuff like that, those types of services. And this is just to avoid having anything major happen, which is totally understandable. It sucks. Yes, it does, and it feels like they're infringing upon our freedoms. It feels like they're doing a lot of stuff behind closed doors without having public input. But at the same time, um, we need to just take care of one another. We need to take care of each other. Like I said, I should have really rephrased things from fear to not to panic and to just to think rationally, and consider others. Just because I said not to fear doesn't and to live your life doesn't mean that I don't care about other people. It just means that to keep living your life. Don't let this stop you, and if you get locked up at home and you're trapped with your children, that's what I mean by making memories. Me myself, I respect everybody's concerns. I respect everybody's opinion, and I respect the fact that everybody is taking caution and wants to protect themselves. I respect that. I'm doing the same thing as well. We all are. When I say I'm going to continue to live my life and make memories, that means I'm going to continue to do things with my children and not worry about what's going on with this virus. I know it's there. I know what the precautions I have to take. And so I'm going to continue to live my life, make my memories with my children. And while they're home for this 3 weeks, I'm going to teach them things. My son already learned how to ride his bike. I taught two of the kids how to install a washer and dryer. So I'm going to be trying to teach my daughter to drive. I'm taking the times to teach them some things in life that they don't really learn in school. Um, so I apologize to anyone if I had offended you. I know I called out some politicians and stuff like that in media, and it's not a direct attack. It's more or less just expressing my opinion, expressing my feelings, expressing how I feel as a New Mexican. And like I said, I didn't mean to offend anyone. I didn't mean to hurt anybody. I myself had to take time to really process some of the things that have been going on and continuing to research, continuing to learn, not just doing a little bit of research and giving up on it. No, continuing to look into what's going on, listening to the opinions and views of other people, and taking all that into consideration. So what I've learned so far is that we're going through change. Change is inevitable. It's gonna happen no matter what. Change is always happening. So I learned that I had to change myself. I had to change my thought process. And I think that's something that we all have to do. Once we change our thought process, then our attitudes begin to change. Once our attitudes begin to change, then our behavior begins to change. Once our behavior begins to change, then we can take action and our actions begin to change. So I really am embracing a lot of the change that's going on around us, and I'm looking hopeful to the future, and I'm not gonna let it scare me. I'm not gonna let it stop me from living my life. Like I said, I will be taking the proper precautions. I won't be panicking. Won't be taking things to the extreme. Everything in moderation, and that's really what we should be doing with our lives in general. Is just taking everything in moderation. There's no reason to go out there and panic purchase and splurge and buy and be selfish and think just of ourselves. So if anybody took the information I said on the last video as misguiding or misleading in any way, like I said, I apologize. I really care about the citizens of our state, which is probably why I felt the need to try to speak out and try to get everybody to kind of try to protect and calm down. I don't know if I could have been feeding into some of the people, or I just don't know. All I know is that what I've learned since doing that last video and doing more research is that I just had to change my thought process. I had to change my attitude. I had to change my behavior and I had to change my actions. And when I noticed that I had to do that, I wanted to share that with everybody else. And like I said, it's not to tell you not to be afraid. It's to tell you that not to panic, take the proper precautions, and let's all get through this together. And let's take into, like I've said in my past videos, take into consideration others. Um, so I think kind of during that last video, I was really trying to keep into consideration all this information. I just didn't get out there couldn't get it out there appropriately for you. So what I've decided to do is that I'm done talking about this virus. I'm gonna do my thing with my family, and I'm going to continue to make my videos about medical cannabis, the impact that coronavirus is having on the medical cannabis patients and that out here in New Mexico, and how it's affecting me. And then there's other things I want to continue to share as with you guys as well. Like in a couple of weeks, when this is all hopefully over, before tax season ends and all that, I want to share more information with you about your medical cannabis and your taxes and how that exactly works. I want to share some other experiences with you, a little bit more on a personal level about cannabis, and continue to do interviews with patients. Um, so that's what this video is about today. It's really apologizing to anybody that may have felt that I maybe was being careless, or that I had um, told people not to have fear. Uh, it's okay to have fear. It's okay to be afraid. It's a feeling. It's a human nature. It gives you it's a caution for you. You know. But at the same time, I've learned in my life that really there's nothing to fear but fear itself. Like I said, let's not fear. It's okay to fear. Let's not panic. Let's not panic. Let's take proper precautions. Do everything in moderation and keep others in consideration. Let's change our thought process. Let's change our attitudes. Let's change our behaviors. Let's change our actions. And let's all get through this together. Let's embrace one another. Let's embrace this time of change. And I feel that maybe this can maybe make us all stronger as a nation. So, again, to all my friends, my family, my followers, um, I didn't intend to hurt anyone or make anyone feel like they're being attacked, or that they needed to feel like they just need to defend themselves, or not to take precautions, not to be. I'm not trying to tell anyone to be careless. I'm telling you to actually care more, but not to be afraid. It's gonna be okay. Just don't panic, y'all. Just don't panic. It's okay. So that's my video for you today. That's basically just gonna medicate and chill out through this whole thing. And if you're bored and you feel the need to reach out, you want to communicate, want to video chat, you want to share your input, you want to share your stories, please feel free to reach out to me. Matthew, my Real Life TV 505. You can find my Gmail, my real life TV 505 at gmail.com. Instagram, my real life TV 505. Also have Facebook, my real life Matthew, my real life TV 505. So I mean, this is my real life. This is like I said, it's my real life. And when I stated that stuff to you in my last video, it's how I felt, and I maybe just used the wrong choice of words. So I do apologize to everyone. I really hope everybody stays safe. Take care of your families. Hold your babies close. Hold them tight. Be thankful for life, and take every day as a blessing. And wash your hands, wash your ass, keep your houses clean, and let's just live life, okay? And let's look forward to the future. So until next time, I thank you guys for taking the time ahead of time to hear me out, and I really look forward to being able to carry this channel on with you. So again, from Matthew, my real life TV 505, let's look forward to the future. All right, peace. Thank you.